Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be swapping the verses of a couple of random anime characters. First up, we got Mihawk and Sakuna. Alright, let's get about 5 pairs and then we'll get to it. Buggy and Kior. Alright, these are some really interesting ones so far. I'm really looking forward to see who else we get. Torico and Loxus. Alright, that one's pretty sick. Come on, we'll do 2 more. Toshiro and Dragon. Alright, I want to get 1 more. I've got some really cool ones. Shinsui and Open Eye. Okay. Alright, first up we got Mihawk here in kind of a JJK style. Got a couple of different options that I worked on for him. I think if he was in JJK, his ability would probably be pretty close to Toji's, kind of just, no real curse technique, just full physical power, but using curse tools. And I could see his role as being maybe like a European sorcerer, who's maybe more into, using like curse tools or, objects, and maybe he would be brought in some sort of circumstance or something like that. Again, I got a couple of different looks for him, a couple different concepts, I guess. I got a couple different looks on the sword. I don't know which one's my favorite. It might be the second one. But anyway, moving on. We got Sakuna in One Piece. Now, he does look kind of goofy here. That's a smile while, standing on a pile of skulls. But this one, I thought I went with kind of a different concept where he has like a skull mask, maybe. I don't know. I'll just trying out different things. His ability would probably be maybe something more closely aligned with like Buggy or maybe even Law's power, the ability to cleave or dice thing. Only his ability would, if it was Buggy's fruit, his ability would affect other people, if that makes any sense. Well, I mean, obviously that makes sense, but this version I got him with 4 arms. I did do one version with 4 arms, but honestly, there's nobody in One Piece there's no like race of people in One Piece that has 4 arms. So, as you can tell, for most of the concepts I drew up is really him with only 2 arms. But he would definitely be a pirate. He'd be like the worst pirate ever. He'd probably have the highest bounty if he was in One Piece world. Just based purely on the kind of dastardly, devious, kind of mischievous kind of understatement. But just the kind of stuff you'd get up to. Now this one here, we got Buggy in Bleach style. Now what I think would be really funny, if Buggy was like a captain, and his Zanpakuto would be kind of knives in Shikai form or whatever. But you think, well, what would his Bankai be? Well, let's say he doesn't have one, and let's say he made it to captain solely through dumb luck in his trumped up reputation, kind of the same way he made it to Warlord and Emperor or whatever in One Piece. That would be really funny. That would be really interesting to see, because there's not really, Bleach is a little bit more on the serious side than One Piece. Of course, it's a shonen, there's a little bit goofy moments, but it would be funny to see. because so that's why I went with this look for Buggy. Made him look really serious, like a really serious captain, but actually he's like really weak. It would be a funny joke. Kior as a One Piece pirate. His role, I would assume it'd probably be like a Yonko commander or something along those lines. His ability, I guess maybe like the bat fruit, because his thing was kind of a bat. I mean, his powers didn't really reflect that, but this could maybe like be a man beast hybrid form, kind of the bat thing. I didn't want to go too heavy on the back because then it looked kind of lame, but that's kind of what I got for him. Alright, next up here we got Torico in like a fairy tale style. I guess his magic would kind of be like cutlery style magic, I guess is what you could call it, because he uses a knife and fork attack. Obviously knife cuts, fork it's kind of like a piercing attack. I am more pleased with how this one turned out compared to the last one. Torico is one of my favorite characters, so I did want to make sure it turned out really, really good. But yeah, so that's what I got. Alright, next here we got Loxus. Now, the Torico, I didn't want to go Torico anime style. I wanted to go maybe more manga because it is a better art style. And that was kind of tough to do because but it's a little more intense. It's a little more cool looking, and I don't know if this really captures it exactly, but this is probably as close as I could get. That last one probably looks better than this one, but Loxus's power again, lightning pretty much transfers to any anime verse, and there's people who have similar lightning abilities. I think Brunch, if you've seen Torico, he has a pretty similar ability, so his ability would pretty much be like that probably. Alright, I got one more picture of Loxus here. I want to kind of capture that kind of lightning energy, that maybe you would have. I think Loxus would definitely probably be one of the 4 kings if he's in Torico's world. And if you haven't watched Torico, I think Torico is probably one of the more underrated. I wouldn't say anime. The anime is not that great, but the manga is really great. So you should check that out. All right, now we got Toshiro in One Piece style. Now his ability, that's interesting. In One Piece, I think would be obviously there's the ice fruit, so that's a pretty easy one to me. His ice powers. But what if instead of him eating the fruit, it's his sword that has the fruit? Because like in One Piece, like objects can have devil fruit abilities or whatever. I think it'd be more fitting if his sword is the one that had it. So that's just something I thought of. Just another kind of concept of him, kind of with the ice kind of thing. Kind of the ice wings I tried to do. Kind of looks more like just regular wings. But as for his alignment, I drew him more looking like a pirate, but maybe he'd be more like a marine, kind of like a Kobe. Like a good-hearted marine. Probably like an admiral or vice admiral or something. But anyway, moving on. Now we got what's his name, Monkey D. Dragon as a captain in Bleach. Now we don't really know much about what his powers would be, just because we don't actually really know what his powers are in One Piece. So in fact, I don't know if we would even technically make him a captain. He's supposed to be a rebel, part of the Revolutionary Army. Maybe he would be part of some other faction. I don't know. Alright, Captain Shinsui Kyoraku is a pretty easy one to transition into Demon Slayer. He would be Hashira, maybe Flower Hashira or something along those lines. Again, got a couple different designs, a couple different looks I got going for him. Alright, and finally we got Open Eye Igoro for Captain from Bleach. Obviously his Zanpakuto would have some sort of snake-like ability. As you can tell, I'm trying to get this over with. I got very limited time here, unfortunately. That's what I got for him. What do you guys think about these designs? Do you want to see more videos like this in the future? Which honestly, I've only been making these types of videos because accidentally, the art app that I use to make these photos, I meant to only get a 3-day subscription, but I accidentally paid for the whole year. So that's why I've been making these videos constantly, pretty much trying to get my money's worth. But anyway, so if you have any ideas of what what kind of art style you want to see different characters in, blah blah blah, let me know. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much if you made it this far in the video. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button or hit the follow button if you're watching on TikTok. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.